Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little sunflowers. How are you on this nice fall November 5th day? As a matter of fact, time spring backwards. Well, it don't spring back, it falls back. And so now we're in 1 hour later. So the day is going to seem a little bit longer. And the night and the mornings are going to be longer, and you don't have to worry about taking the trash out at 6 o'clock. Well, at 6:30 or 7 as pitch dark, the sun will be rising because it falls back an hour, which is a good thing. But I would just like to know what it's just like if they just leave it.
Yes.
Like leave it like this.
Okay.
Like just leave it on this time.
Okay.
Whatever time, just leave it. That's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I do feel that way. Just stop messing with time altogether.
Yeah,
who wants to
off.
lose an hour of sleep, and who wants to gain an hour? So how do you gain an hour of sleep? But that's my little rant.
That's mine too. So with that, we just wanted to share that. So on a sadder note, we hear that Pastor called. I'm gonna get his name right because I know him. Carlton Pierce. That was a brain freeze. Sorry about that. I can't get word, his or tail, has he passed or not. But I know I saw his last speech. It was touching, but it was exhilarating, and it was no more than what I expect from a man of God. What can I say about him? He was famous in his days. A lot of people like to say that he was kicked away and that he was discarded, that he was a heretic. They can say whatever they want to say. But I can say this. He didn't get kicked away from nothing. He walked away. He had a business. He was mega. He was before T.D. Jakes was. He was, okay? Before you get these other big name preachers, he was that and all more. Azusa. He was that. He could sing. He could dance. I'm talking about church dance. He could set a church on fire. And not only that, he was one that integrated white and blacks. He was a powerful force. So no, he didn't give anything away. But the teachings that he teach today, which probably was 20, 30, 40 years ago, I don't know. But I tell you, what he spoke today, I stand in his belief. Back in those days, you couldn't say anything because you was looked into as a heretic. But today, I share in that because no, I don't believe in a hell. I don't. It's ludicrous to me. So, but if that's what you choose to believe, that's fine. But for a man to lose his whole career because he didn't want to believe that God was evil or vengeful or like that, you got to think about things like that. Those are warmongers. People, in my opinion, people that just don't know how to forgive and don't just, sometimes you just got to understand that we're just on this journey. And for much is given, much is required.
Yes.
And there are many of us that just don't have a lot to give. So we expect that from them, if you understand the metaphor.
Yes.
So anyway, I just wanted to give a homage because I just send peace to his family, prayers going up for him and his family. And I know without a shadow or a doubt, he's going to transcend with ease. He's got the banquet of heaven just waiting for him.
Yes, that is true. That is
I
one thing.
believe that so much. I have never in my life see someone that looks so emaciated and yet get on camera still smiling, still saying, I believe. That is a testament. And told me and told us who all listen, look, this is going to be my last time talking to you. I'm getting ready to transcend. That is so powerful. If you didn't get a chance to see it and give it a thumbs up because it is definitely, definitely powerful.
So then the question is, this mysterious question, did he really pass, or is he going to silently pass as he drifts out of the
I think it's all the above. I don't know because when he is gone, he has already told us goodbye.
Yeah.
So we could just look at him as he's gone. But the bottom line is when he is finally gone, it will be up to his family because he no longer belonged to us. He would have transitioned into his new life.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, but he knew, ye shall never die. Transform, transcend, whatever, but the essence of you move on. He was the one who taught that. The first I ever heard to teach that. That's all I got to say about him. I just give him his kudos, but he was well loved. And I have to say this. A few years ago, I was going through a really, really rough time. And I had not been in the church, like dealing with them like that. Anyway, he visited me in a dream.
Oh,
Remember I told
yes, you did
he
say
visited
that.
me in a dream many years ago. And the man that I was in love with, he took him, but he didn't take me. And that always made me wonder, like he took him to a side to talk to him like a man to man, and it separated us. And in the dream, we never ever got together, never. And to this day, we never got together.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting. That's true talk. So he helped me.
Yes. Moving on from death to life now.
Absolutely.
Kourtney Kardashian had baby Rocky.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm that name, but you know what? They know better. But I must say, how did she pull it off? Did she have baby in the evening because she was dressed like Kim Kardashian? I thought that was very nice of her to dress like that.
Yeah, that was
you
some
know,
homage.
to honor her sister. You know, we always honoring famous people. Why not honor your sister? I thought it was nice, and I thought she did her sister justice. I loved it.
That is true.
What else could a pregnant woman do?
Yeah, you're right.
Dress up like my pregnant sister. I mean, there was a lot of people she could have picked, but
Yes.
she chose that, and I thought that was wonderful. And
Yeah, and
sometimes
that was
people,
classy,
yes,
too.
and sometimes people just make a fuss out of things that don't need to be made a fuss out of. Sometimes we just look for fault. But you know what? I don't know what's going on between those two sisters. I don't. Go ahead.
Yes. All I'm just happy for is that means Travis will know how to deal with his son Rocky because they're both Scorpios. So.
Well, no, because we don't know what he is. We don't know what his moon sign is.
Yes, you're right.
And that's very important.
Yes, I could vaguely find well, I don't know what day he was born exactly, but
So you can't find it.
no, if they put that information out there, I will know what his
Some
moon
people are
sign
getting
is.
smart now and start saying, I'm not going to tell you.
Yes,
You
they
know?
are getting smart.
They could tell you that you can find out the day, you can find out the month, even the year, but the time.
Never the time.
The time, you got to get the birth certificate for
Yes.
that. So, and if you came up with that, they're going to want to know how you got their birth certificate,
Yes.
and you would get in trouble. So
That is true.
that's good. Okay.
Also, who's shedding a new version of themselves is Megan Thee Stallion with her Cobra music video.
Yeah.
And that reminded me of your tarot reading you did on her a while back.
Yes.
And you said that she was going through a hard time. And this is exactly what the song is, just talking about her depression and basically talking to the audience about how she was in a hard place. And basically saying, you guys want to knock me down when I was at my lowest. Yeah, I'm still rising up.
I really would like to see that video, you know, because at the time I made that video, I was like, oh my goodness, I hate to say this, because I forgot where I left off. I forgot.
Oh, well,
the video went off again. I so apologize. We're going to get it fixed. You see, one day. We saving for it.
Yes, but we was talking about Megan Thee Stallion and how she was coming through this hard time, and she's just reflecting on it and sharing some music with us.
It was so good to see her come back. She looked as fabulous as ever.
She did.
She talked about the loss of her mother, the loss of her boyfriend. She just had a lot of loss. I have to really look back on that video to see what it was like back in those days. I just know that I felt real grim back then for her.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm so glad she's doing so much better. Good for you, Megan.
Yes, congratulations, Megan.
Yes. Who else we have over there?
Well, speaking of famous people, we have Keith. We have Keith Lee and his family was invited to go to the old lady
so
gang.
embarrassing.
Yeah, this is very embarrassing because his family, he sent his family to go in there, as the story goes. He sent his family in there to go get a seat. And they said that they was going to have to wait an hour. But when Keith himself came in, it immediately became a whole different story. They were just like, oh no, we got a table for you. You guys can come on in. And Keith did not want to eat there after that because he just felt, I guess,
If I was a
favoritism.
nobody,
Yeah.
if I was a nobody, you wouldn't have fed me. I received that. I received that. However, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
It's hard to believe that Candy would have that kind of behavior in her store.
That is
and
true.
let me tell you why. Because Candy loves a good meal. Candy come from a family, this is why it's called the old lady gang, that love to eat and socialize. So I find that horrid to come from your background that you would deny a place and show favoritism.
Yes.
Now, I find that hard to believe, but it is your restaurant. Mm-hmm. And if that's the way your restaurant is, then you have to be responsible for that behavior, whether you did it or not.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is disappointing.
Yes, it is.
Because, there's been a lot of words going about your restaurant. Yes. I always overlook it. I don't say anything, about the shootings and all of this and that. I say nothing.
Yeah.
But now, this is like saying, hey, this restaurant here is a fake. They don't care about you. They care about the money.
Yes.
They care about who's famous. Now, with all the other mess going on, it makes you think, I don't know. But then who am I? I'm just a card reader and a person that's just doing news. That's what I feel about it. I feel a way about it. I'm disappointed to hear that's coming from Candy Shop when she fought so hard to defend the integrity of it.
Yes, that is true.
What do you think, Baby Crone?
Yes, I do think that. And especially because I thought I heard rumor on the street is that the old lady gang or Candy and the gang might be getting another season.
That's good, because maybe they can explain why this happened.
Right.
I just can't believe Candy would do that.
No, I can't believe it.
Because of the fact that they love family, they for the small guy. This is why her family has it. They were nobody. She made them something. This is what this show is about.
Yeah.
And even though Bravo, from what I understand, will not be coming back this season. The Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not sure. That's word on the curb.
Yes, that is the word on the street.
But if they bring Candy's show back with the restaurant, that just let me know that Candy's in good favor with them.
Yes, that is true.
And that's a good way to fill a slot too, and give them another chance to get out there, because they wasn't bad.
No, they wasn't.
It was interesting, but I think they needed something because it wasn't what we was used to.
Yes, that is true.
And sometimes when you're not used to something, it takes you about 2 seasons to say, okay, I'll get into it. It's just like, to me, look, okay, this is so racist, but don't take it as a racist.
Okay.
It's reminding me of somebody looking at Good Times.
Okay.
Or updated version of it. Of a modern day Good Times. That's what it reminds me of. If that makes sense. No, you wouldn't know.
Yes, I don't know what Good Days are.
Good Times. It was a series that came on when he go, Dynamite, back in the 70s.
Okay.
And how they was always struggling to get ahead. And now it's like, now we see the blacks get ahead, and this is what it's like to me.
Got you.
The buffoonery, the goodness, the everything of it, the mush of everything, I think you get in that show. That's why I said I think it needs a little bit more play.
A little more pizzazz.
A little bit, no, just more play time.
Okay.
So we can get our minds used to looking at that again.
Right.
We always used to looking at bougie blacks.
Yes, that is
We know we just
very
done
true.
gotten so bougie. We forget that, wait a minute, hold up. Not everyone is bougie, Baby Crone.
Right.
So we can become bougie. And we like bougie things. So
Yes.
this is why I say it's a throwback to looking at this restaurant like good times. That's it. You don't know it. You'll look at an episode.
Okay,
But
I
I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I mean it as refreshing. And it's like we just got to get adjusted to it. That's all.
Okay.
That's all I think. That's my opinion.
Understand.
What else?
Yes. In talking about the news, I had forgot to sadly talk about how the rural hospitals in rural areas are closed. Closing their
obstetrics.
Obstetrics units because there's labor shortages in these areas, or finances, or just frankly pressure from
The government.
from the government.
Like people that live in the hollows. People live up in the mountains. People live in remote places out in the woods where they may have to drive 45 minutes straight with nothing.
Right.
Where they may have to just go like 30 minutes just to get gas. And then 30 minutes from there just to go to the grocery store. People live like that. And so many of them, I don't know what they're gonna do, but at that moment, I feel something. I feel like this is a pushing out of something. I feel like this is a way of not catering to you. If you want to live out on your own, then you're on your own.
Okay.
And I see it's something to do with the word in mind, like apocalyptic. I don't want to say much, but I'm seeing that as I'm sitting here, like it's a pushing you away, like you don't want to be a part of the in crowd.
Fair enough.
Then you want to live your way and have your guns and have your. It's like this is what I'm getting. It's like you're being pushed out. In a way, like the government is saying, we're not going to take care of you anymore. Now I could be wrong.
I mean, I could see it that way.
I could be wrong, but that just came to my mind. And that's just what I seen.
Money got to go somewhere else, apparently.
No, it's more deeper than that.
Okay.
It's deeper than that. It's being deliberately done because there is a change going on.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't want to give up. And so it's like there's like a separation, what I should say. I don't know. I don't want to get much into it, but that is absolutely just what I saw in a vision. Like sitting here. I don't even know what you said. I got to look back over the video.
Okay.
But that's what I think is happening. You know, because these institutions has been around for years and years and years.
Yes, and now suddenly you're closing.
And now suddenly you having your babies, and they know a lot of babies probably won't live. They know a lot of mothers won't be able to get prenatal care.
Right. Or have the finances to travel out of state.
Or to pay hospital bills. Yeah. Or baby food and grants.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm just saying, I didn't look at it like that, but, and that's for those that like living on the grid.
Yeah.
That like living out like that.
That's just another thing you got to think about when you're moving or
when
trying to live somewhere.
You want to live on the grid. A lot of people saying, hey, I don't mind going back to home birth. And a lot of people also that live on the grid are educated folks too.
Yeah.
Many of them make books and I mean, I'm just saying, I just saw that. Don't hold me to it.
I mean,
that is just what I saw in a vision. It just came to me. But if it resonate, hey, let me know. Please let me know. I just saw it in a vision right then and there, sitting outside on this nice fall day. And I just had a vision, like clear as day. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very, very clear day almost. But it just makes me think because how mothers are no longer able to delete their babies now if they want to. And now you're having these maternal units close. It just seems like you can't win having a baby and you can't win not having a baby. It's just like, what are they pressuring us for?
Because obviously, we have a lot of people coming in this country. Obviously, our pricing, our wages, the price to live here are gouging out. We
That's
have a
true.
lot of Americans leaving the country because they cannot afford. Some of them can, but they refuse to go broke staying here. It is very costly to live in this country
It
now.
honestly is.
And to get jobs where so many jobs are being outdated, where they don't need you anymore.
Right, AI
You
can
know,
do it.
not yet AI, just like when you go to the grocery store. There used to be rows and rows of cashiers. Now you have like 2 or 3 and the rest machines where you check out and somebody over there. So now you have 4 cashiers versus 10 or
Yes.
12.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I mean, the idea of moving forward. So nowadays, where people used to say, you know, you don't have to go and get educated, now it's starting to be, if you want to get a job, you better get educated.
Yeah.
That's what it's looking like. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying you're just going to have to look futuristic now.
That is very true. I like that. Now, we are down to the last 2 topics of our video. We have Dwayne Wayne, and then we also have Kanye to talk about.
And let me say one thing. And
Okay.
if you think that these rich people that are making this AI, is
Yes.
that it? That you think they're going to invest in all this robot just to throw it in a corner? No
you're
way, Jose. Just like we use these. These was a talk in the day. But look at them, it's mass marketing.
Yes.
And you would say you wouldn't, but the average iPhone is going to cost you $1,000. And it'll hold you up for about 2 to 3 years
Yes.
before it start breaking down and you need another one because they don't give you batteries and stuff to renew it.
Right. And it's also crazy that
Am I right?
Yes,
I don't know if I'm right about
you can,
that.
but that's probably like paying half the price of an iPhone, and not to mention. Anyway, it's crazy that they literally design computers and phones to break down easily so that way you're forced to go buy the newest thing just conveniently when they're releasing something new. It's insane. They got us brainwashed. But anyway, that was a side tangent from.
But that goes to say,
Yes.
if you think they're going to invest millions and millions and millions of dollars or billions of dollars in this AI to see it sit on a shelf, you done lost your mind, baby. You done lost your mind. You better take a better closer look at Amazon, baby. You better look at Amazon.
Yes, that is
And when
true.
they say Amazon, when I think of Amazon, I think of huge.
Oh yeah.
Amazon, tall, big, like a jungle. Like they used to say, these Amazon women. So they are nothing to play with. So you better look at how powerful they are because they're stomping out the little man. Let me give you an
Yes.
example. I wanted some cards. And I ordered, and I went to the bookstore. What is it?
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Nobles. And I went there and I said, I want a book. I just wanted to test it and see. And I said, this was last week. And I said, I would like to buy some cards. I forgot what they were. You know, just whatever they were. They were Lederman cards. And I wanted to buy them. And I said, well, how much would these cards cost? She went in her computer, took her a minute to find it. So I'm on hold. Then she comes back. She tells me the cards are $34. But I don't have to pay for shipping. I said, so when will I get the card? She says within 4 to 5 days. I said, oh my goodness. I said, you know, I can just order from Amazon and get them overnight. She says, I know.
Oh my God.
And that's a bookstore.
Yes. They're
Does that
fighting.
make sense?
Yes, they're even
I can
fighting
go
the
to
same business.
Amazon and just order it
Right.
for cheaper.
That is true. That's the interesting
That cost me
part.
$29, 29 something.
Yes, very
Not-
interesting.
It was cheaper than the 34 is what I'm saying.
But maybe going back to AI, maybe when AI gets advanced enough, maybe they can have maternity units open back up in these rural areas.
Maybe. It depends on what those rural people are willing to give up to have it,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Because I just think it's a lot of things going to happen. I just think that they're going to start doing something, cracking down with guns. I think they're going to start doing something like that. It may not be in my day, but I do believe that they're going to start cracking down with a lot of things. There's great changes coming to America.
Yes.
America is going to be different. And right now, everybody is complaining, but you're just complaining right now, and you're not even in full labor. You're growing to change.
Yeah, that is true.
Change takes time. And by the time it's full blown, you probably won't even be here. Baby Crone could be an old woman. It could take 40 years from now.
Yeah, who knows?
Right, Baby Crone?
Yes.
You'd be in your 60s.
I would be in my 60s.
And you'll be talking about the day. But guess what? You'll have a video to show this is what it was like back then.
Yes, I
have
will.
our stuff digitized and keep it up to date.
Okay, I will.
So you can play it for the grandchildren and the children's children. And so it could stay alive.
Okay.
That's what the Kardashians doing.
Yes, it is what the Kardashians
Video journal. What's wrong with that? A lot of people.
Yeah, well.
They might use us in the ER. This is maybe a way you could bring us back to life.
True, it could be. I think that was a plot similar to the movie AI. But speaking of the Kardashians, sorry, Kanye, to tag you in there with them. But Kanye and Bianca are in Saudi Arabia at the moment because they are planning, well, Kanye is planning to release his new album that we've been hearing about the works of since the summer. And then Bianca, as we know, she's an architect designer. So she's planning the design of his concert when he goes to perform. And apparently North is there as well. So that's great to hear that they're hanging out.
But also, you hear things like Kanye and Bianca are breaking up.
Yes.
Like, I hope not.
No, I hope that's
not.
lies.
I hope
I mean,
not.
we just at least got to see Bianca hanging out with some of her friends, so that was good.
And they made this picture like Baby Crone and not do something like let's do our sad face. But you do stuff like that. So I don't know. And when I think it was a psychic, she saw and she began to read on them. I think that means I have to read on them. I try not to bother them, but I'm going to have to do a quick read on them myself. I'm going to do a read. Anybody else we have to talk about?
Yeah, our last person is just about Dwayne Wayne and Gabrielle Union having their separation.
Is anyone out there surprised? Is there anyone out there surprised?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean,
I know what I have to say.
Okay.
I love a companion. I would love to have me a good man. Good. Okay? Good for me. But until that day, I will not settle. And I think when I don't understand these rich women.
Okay.
This is my issue. I don't understand it. I'm making it clear. Why is it they are so hungry to have a husband and they marry and the marriage don't even last a good 10 years?
Yeah, that's true.
Why? What is going on? I just heard Portman. I forgot her name. I hear all these marriages are breaking up.
Kim?
No.
Kim Porter? No.
No, Kim Porter. No, she played in Black Swan.
Oh.
I can't think of Natalie Portman. I mean, I've heard so many couples are breaking up, and you're like, why? Why did you get married? Didn't you get married to weather the storm?
Right, to love each other till forever.
Forever? What about your vows? What could he have possibly done? What could she have possibly done that you didn't know about?
Man, I wish I remembered what your tarot reading said about them.
People get married and don't even know who they're marrying. They get married for the sake of being married. Look, I'm not out here to bash anyone. I'm not out here to make anyone feel bad. But I'm saying this. let's put the sacredness back in marriage.
Yes, please.
Let's not be so quick to jump to the altar. Let's not be so quick to put a white dress on. Let's not be so quick to bring a baby into our marriage. Let us give our time to marinate. Spend time dating. Spend time being alone with one another. Don't rush, unless when, especially when you're young. I can see it if you're 40, because you're beating against a clock. And if you get married in your 40s, you're serious.
Yeah,
but a lot of
true.
marriages in 40s break up.
I know.
Look at Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
They
haven't broken
it.
up, but I mean, the other Jennifer Gardner, come on now. She all up in that. I ain't feeling that.
Yeah.
She said she ain't want him. But that's the way it is. You always had that one, I don't want them. And then when somebody else want them, now you want them back.
Yes.
I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that's what it looked like, allegedly. I have no idea. I don't know these people. Never met them a day in my life. They say that J-Lo was very, very possessive. I don't know these people. All I know is I'm hoping they make it and that they weather the storm. I wish that people live up to their promises.
Yes.
Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. That's all I'm saying. That's all. That's it. That's it. Don't be so quick. Like Kimberly, she was quick to throw in the towel. I don't know what Gabrielle Union been through, but Gabrielle Union went back, had a baby. He had cheated on her, so she wasn't quick to throw in the towel.
Right.
I would say something, but I may be wrong. I want to know, is he sleeping with transvestites? Is that what they call transies?
Transsexual?
Transsexual, thank you.
You are.
I don't know if he's sleeping with trannies. Are you not supposed to say trans? I don't know what to say. I'm not trying to offend anybody.
Trans would probably be better.
I don't know. Is that what this is all about? Because I don't know if he just slept with another female. I don't know if it's full 100% to end your marriage.
Right.
I don't know.
Especially,
I think that you got to figure out why they did it. But is this he sleeping with the same sex? That would be a problem for me.
I mean, they are very unconventional
because he does dress
family.
like a woman, and he.
Yes, we did see that.
I don't know. He's funny to me.
Y'all gotta be questionable.
These funny basketball players and football players, no judgment. It's starting to seem everything's starting to be salty now. Everything's starting to be a little fishy.
Yes.
Fish butt.
Speaking of something being fishy, I almost forgot to talk about the Matthew Perry situation and how they're saying that now apparently he didn't drown according to an autopsy. It's just like, what is going on? So here's another mysterious death.
And he's been bringing out subliminal message about Batman or something.
Yeah.
And they've been following it. This is what I believe. I believe 30 days before you die, you will have a premonition. You may not know you're dying, but you just have the feeling of an end, like something, you got to do it. And I believe that he was having that. He was having that moment because of all the things that people are saying.
Yes.
So 30 days before you die, most people, not all, let me put that out there.
Gotta be in
most people have a premonition. You don't know, hey, I'm going to drop dead today. Just like Carlton Pierce. He said, I will see you on the other side.
Yes, he did.
And it's not even because he's sick he says that. Because I know people who've been sicker and recovered.
Yes.
A miraculous miracle happened. So that's not it. It's just that you feel it. And I'm thinking he felt it. And I don't think it was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I haven't read, but if I read on him, it's going to be coming from that. Because I usually read about the soul of a person. I don't read about the outside much. I go in and understand what's going on in the inside of you.
Okay.
That's how I read. I'm a spiritualist. That's how I read.
Yeah.
That's my ministry.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And I'm good at it. So if you don't want your soul read, don't come to me. I'm not the one to come to.
Yes. Oh, and last to end it off, since we're talking about readings, we are about to reach our 1,000.
Because of you.
So for celebration, we are going to be doing
Readings.
Yes, on a live stream. So come on, guys.
They won't be in depth, but you'll be able to ask one question. And we have been having people that ask us for readings. I'm going to try to go back. I jot things all over the place and lose out where I am. And poor baby Crone, she's got to filter through all of this to find out. But those that wrote us in before the day, I'm going to read them.
Okay.
And then I will read anybody who calls in. And that would be my way of saying thank you. Thank you. I mean, I would give everybody $1. But then everybody go like, what am I going to do with $1, right?
Yeah, fair
At
enough.
least in this country.
Yes.
So I figured something better than $1. Call. That day we're going to be promoting it, so look out for it. And I will be doing readings on first come, first serve. I will read those that I have. We're going to have a little celebration. Then we're going to read. And I'm going to try to keep it out for 2 hours. That's what I'm aiming for. The last time it was a success, but it was like we didn't know what we were doing. But this time we're going to be able to use the computer because we'll be what? Monetized then. And it would be because of you. And we're so excited because we're only seconds away.
Yes.
It's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And woo! This has been a exciting, hard,
Yes.
frustrating, challenging, awesome thing I could have ever done for myself.
Yes.
Baby Crone had to speak for herself on this.
Yes, it was a process, but it was also great.
It was definitely learning. I'm sorry, go ahead, Baby Crone.
And it was definitely great to see something grow right before my eyes. And
We started from the
hard
bottom.
work
Now we here.
forth.
And we couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh my God, I never thought. Well, I knew that I had a premonition last year that it would be in the fall of the year. I thought it would be at the beginning of fall, but it winds up being in the middle. But that's okay. I am so elated. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling happy. And I'm feeling like I make a difference. And most of all, I get to be me. And you like me.
Yes, you like us.
You like us.
Our dynamic.
And we love you
yes, we
for
do.
liking us. And we really want to do something special. So the only thing that I can think to give from my heart, and as I read, I would read from my heart, it would be to do a reading. So please, call in. I'm going to be advertising it.
Yes.
I'll let you know the date for sure. I can't make the date until I see this. This is what I thought, though. I thought let it be a New Year's Day read, whereby you could get a New Year's resolution. You could call in with your New Year's resolution. I can only answer one question, and I probably won't be able to read for no more than 2 minutes, but that's okay, because if you follow me, you know I do quick reads, and I do readings in 1 minute.
Yes.
So you know I can do it. So you know if you don't look at my stuff, if I can't read you in 1 minute, I definitely can read you in 2. But in 3 minutes, I can do a whole reading. Trust and believe that. And don't give me 5. So 5 readings, that's like 5, 6 cards right there. So don't fret. You won't be shortchanged. I'm really heartened in it. I mean, my heart and soul is in it. I want to please you, want to bless you. Baby Crone gonna be a part of it.
Yes.
So please, just support us when we do this. This is our gift to you, and hopefully it'll be a better job done this time.
Yes. So with that being said, that was the New Swift Tarot, and that was.
We're just so happy.
Yes.
I can't even believe it.
I know.
You know what I wonder?
What?
I was wondering, do everyone, when they finally get here,
Okay.
do they say, like people that have to work, like, you know, this was not given, you know?
No.
So to work for it, it's like when you finally get it, it's like, oh my God, you never thought, because we started with zero. You know,
Literally.
you even have family members. We had nothing.
No.
We started from the bottom, now we're here.
For
On
real.
that, Sunflowers, thank you so much. We so enjoy you. We hope you enjoyed this. This might be our last day of fall. We hope not, but
Yes.
we'll see. And with that, Sunflowers, and have a glorious rest of the Sunday evening.
Yes.
Mwah. Sunflowers.